Hi there, Kira here with a layout for my Life Crafted album. So this is going to be part of my December daily. I'm working in a Life Crafted album, obviously, for my December daily this year. And I'm doing this page about the presents that we bought my kids. And so I wanted to do kind of a fun interactive page where they can't see the pictures of the presents because sometimes they like to look at my album as I'm making it. So this one's going to be all tied up like a little present so they can't open it. And I'm going to be making a waterfall card. So it'll have all of their presents in this little waterfall. So there's lots of tutorials out there so you can see how to make these. But I did write down the dimensions that I used as I'm making this. So if you want to follow along, you can. This strip here is, it's just cut from an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So it's 2 inches by 11 inches, but it doesn't need to be that long. But I just trim mine afterwards. And then all the little photos that you're going to put on it are going to be 2-inch photos. My final one, I did 2-inch pattern papers, and then the photos are just a tiny bit smaller. But for this demonstration here, I'm just using 2-inch white pieces of paper. So you're going to score at 1 3/4, and then you're going to score it at every 1/2 inch past that. For as many photos as you have. I believe I have 5, but I'm going to do 4 here. And then you're going to score them and then fold them on both ways. So not just one way, but fold them both ways. That'll just make it easier to move when you've got it all put together. And then you're going to attach your photos to those scored 1/2 inches. So you could kind of see when I did there that I just applied adhesive to the scored part, and then I adhered the photos on top of each of those scored areas. Then on the bottom one, you see how it's not attached all the way to that flap. You're going to use a little strip here, and this is just like a 1/2 inch strip, and then you just stick it onto this back part, and then you're going to adhere that photo completely to this part, so it'll cover up the strip and hold the strip there. And then you're going to fold all your little photos down like that. And then you're going to fold these strips back onto itself. And then grab some tape. You can use washi tape, or I've been wrapping presents, so I've just got some Scotch tape here on my desk. And then just adhere those, that little strip together. But you don't want to adhere the strip to the actual back of that cardstock, because then it won't be able to move. And then you just pull, and you've got this cool little waterfall card. So like I said, there's tons of other tutorials online, so I didn't want to go into too much depth for you guys, but then I just trimmed it down. On the one that I'll show you here in a minute, I added a little tab from my tab punch with some pattern paper and just used that to kind of pull on my thing. So you see, voila. So I want it to be like a little present. So all the pattern paper that I used for the larger portions here, so you see on the waterfall card, that pink paper, this red paper, and the green, maybe the green paper is part of the December daily kit, but this yellow paper and the other papers I talked about, those are all digitals that you can find on the Citrus Twist website. So then I cut that yellow tree paper, I cut that down to 5 1/4 by 8 1/2, I believe is the dimensions of that. And then I just used my 6-hole punch. And a lot of people always ask where I get my 6-hole punch, and that one is from Hobby Lobby. You can find them when they're on sale for like half off, because it's their like Paper Studios brand. So it really wasn't that much money, and it works perfectly for these Life Crafted albums. So now I'm just pulling out some ribbon that I'm going to wrap my little present with. And I pulled out 3 different kinds, and I thought I was going to do this with the 3 different kinds, and so I kind of adhered those, or I was going to adhere them down. But then when I started wrapping it up, I didn't like the 3 together. So I ended up just going with the, what do you call that? Whatever the white stuff is. I'm blanking on the name of it right now. But I took out the green and the red. I just didn't like how that was looking together. It just looked sloppy to me. So, I pulled those out, and left the, again, whatever that, like, fishnetty stuff is called. Anyways, so I'm just going to tie this up in a little bow. Nothing too fancy. And this is from my stash. I believe that this is from Hobby Lobby as well. But you can find this pretty much anywhere. And then I'm just going to trim these down a little bit. And I decided it needed like a little tag. So using the printables from this month, I printed off a couple of those, and I picked this one and then this little fa la la banner, and then I'm just going to hole punch on the top of those to create like a little tag, and then I'm going to use some of that red twine to attach it to my the ribbon that I've got on the page right now. So that's all I'm doing now. I'm trying to decide if I just want to like glue it down or if I actually want to attach it. And I decided that I would attach it with the twine. And then I didn't know if I wanted to keep the twine long or cut it off. But for now, it's going to stay on. But we'll see if I eventually cut it off later, because I don't know if I love it. But it looks fine. It looks fine for now. So for now, it stays. So that's how that looks there. So now I just need to pop it in my Life Crafted oven. There you go. I'll have some close-ups at the end, and you guys have a great day. Bye.